Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to talk about. I can't call this a reunion. We're gonna call it the dinner. Okay, we're gonna call it. Girl, they went out. They went out for drinks and food. And quite as it's kept, they didn't even have drinks because they tried to get a cocktail, and then the producers shut it down because they know how bangy y'all act. We know how y'all act when y'all get a little alcohol in y'all system. Y'all can't even have. Y'all can't. Y'all. They wouldn't even let y'all have cocktails. When I tell y'all they really played us, we watched. We really do y'all realize we really sat down and watched the season finale twice? We watched the season finale twice, and then we watched the girls watch themselves. They told those girls just throw on something cute and come down to this steakhouse. Andy didn't show up. They had the girls put on a cute little outfit, a cute little 1-2. And girl, that was pretty much the end of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it had some commentary. I don't think that we don't get to see a lot of the things that they shoot. They have hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours of film that they have to then reduce down to a 45-minute show each week for however many weeks. So I know we're not privy to a lot of the scenes, but I have not, in all honesty, I have not seen anything this season that was so bad to the point where they couldn't have had a reunion. I have watched, y'all know RHOA and RHOP were my shows. Girl, as many times as we've watched these girls on RHOA, RHOP come to no resolve and still come back the next season. What type of resolve did they have when they were in the orange peach? That season, was that the season? I think it was Marlo's first season as a housewife. What type of resolve did they have? None. And they brought everybody back the next season, right? What type of resolve happened on RHOP prior to last year? None. After Candace drugged Giselle after a reunion and called her a white lady? Hey! Okay? And talked about her dwindling uterus. They still can't. So that's something like I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about when they say that it was just so horrible to the point where they couldn't have a reunion, not as if it would have been pointless. I don't think it would have been pointless, even if y'all had to have everybody stay at their house and do it like y'all did reunion, Atlanta's reunion, when Nene girl slammed the laptop and walked off. How you walk off? How you walk off? How you? I was about to say walk off set because she wasn't on set because she was in her house. I haven't seen anything. I really haven't. I really think they could have had a reunion. I enjoyed this season. I'm not someone who has been invested in New Jersey at all. Okay, I've watched scenes here. You know, I got to give the speech every time. I've watched scenes. I've watched episodes. Even tuned in, to watch a reunion or here or there. But I've never been that person who just sat down and watched every episode of every season. So I'm not that invested in the show. Um, but I still didn't see anything this season where I thought they couldn't have had a reunion. Girl, they threw them girls down to a steakhouse for the reunion. Girl, they really told them girls to put on a dress. Girl, they'll just put on something and come down here. And this is gonna be the reunion. Andy ain't coming. We ain't got no host. We just gonna record y'all talking. Girl, y'all can't have no cocktails. Girl, we gonna throw some blooming onions in front of y'all face. Girl, not even that. Girl, they threw some cheese and crackers. Girl, some lunch meat. Girl, some cantaloupe, watermelon, and strawberries. And gave them a glass of water and said, here, this is gonna have to hold you over until we get done. Because we ain't got nothing else for you. Um, I thought Teresa looked nice. Teresa was one of the best dressed. I mean, it really wasn't nothing to talk. I mean, girl, I thought everybody looked nice. I mean, Jennifer tried to go for this. I guess I don't know. I guess she tried to go for the Stepford wife type of look. I didn't. The only person I really didn't too much care for. I didn't too much care for Jennifer's look. It didn't go. It didn't flow with for her. Sometimes certain things look right on certain people. It didn't look good on her to me. I didn't too much care for Danielle's look. Danielle didn't look horrible, but I didn't just go up for Danielle. Rachel, she just had on the cute little dress. I thought Jen looked, even though Jen just had on it was like a flowy orange type of situation. Jen Fessler looked nice. Jen Fessler is actually a very, very, very pretty lady. I know she got a little work done, but Jen actually got a little mug on her. Go look at Jen's face. Jen kind of low key got mug. Girl, Jen, baby, that white lady face low key sickening. Sickening, I mean. It really is. Um, Melissa looked nice. Melissa looked cute. Melissa looked good. Teresa looked good. Marge looked good. Oh, I love Dolores look. Dolores looked good. Everybody looked good. Jackie looked good. The only person again I didn't too much care for was Jennifer Aiden, and Danielle. Danielle didn't look bad, but I was just like, okay, girl. One thing I realized about Danielle was Danielle loved a sparkle. She loved a sparkle. Have y'all noticed that? Girl, Miss Thing love a sparkle. She love a sequin. Girl, she loves some glitter. Hello. Um, Jen Fessler was the last one to arrive. She walked in. Jen, now this is the thing. Jen gave a generalized hello. She walked in and gave a hello. She did speak. She didn't give a separate hello to the girls, right? But she gave a general hello. She walked in, she said hello, hey ladies. Then she actually spoke directly to Margaret, Melissa. Who else is at the table? Who else is at the table? Let me see. I think that was it. Yeah, so she walked in, she spoke directly to, yeah, yeah. So she spoke to Melissa and she spoke to what's her face? To Marge. And I think that was all in the room. And then I think Melissa being messy, somebody said, you're not going to speak to them. And she was like, I did speak. And then her and Danielle kind of had a little 1-2 back and forth. Danielle was already ready by the time Jen walked in. Jen basically told her, girl, I ain't even sat down and had no cracker yet, girl. Girl, you're not going to let me get a little piece of fruit before we start arguing, fussing, and fighting? That's pretty much what she basically said. Oh, well, girl, calm down. I just walked in. Girl. She said, I did speak. What did you want me to do? Give you a hug? But she spoke. She spoke. If y'all not talking, y'all can't expect her to just walk in and be like, hey girl, so what, you can turn your shoulder? See, that's what the girls do sometimes. The girls want you to speak so they can try to embarrass you. So what Jen did was say, I'm just gonna say, hello, hey ladies, and then she gonna, give a individual hello to the girls who she messing with. She not messing with Rachel and Danielle, so it wouldn't make sense. It would be fake for her to, especially at this point in the game, for her to bend down and give them a hug and a kiss, and then them try to pull a quick, oh girl, we're not talking. Oh, okay. Anyways, let's just talk about Dolores. Dolores, Black Dolores, girl. So, I try my hardest to read as many comments, um, when I put out a video as possible. I think it's a good thing because I mean, if y'all gonna leave a comment, at least I can at least have the decency of reading what y'all wrote. You know what I'm saying? So I was reading the comments and somebody made a good point. Shout out to the cousin who made this point. I can remember exactly what you said, but you said something along the lines of Dolores lying about not being invited to the little powwow because there's no way Frank was invited and Delolo was invited or she didn't know. And so a light bulb went off. And this is what I have to say. Because at first I was like, I think Dolores is not, and this is a good example of when you like somebody. Like I like Dolores, but in my honest opinion, Dolores can stay or go. Dolores really hasn't done anything since I've been watching for what, 4 or 5 seasons now. I haven't gotten anything from Dolores that makes me feel as though she's needed in the group. Like I haven't received anything from Teresa that gives me she's this iconic housewife. You see what I'm saying? I like Dolores. Girl, I think I like Dolores because of the way she looks. Basically, I think she a badass bitch. Basically, but I can also say, just like Jenna Lyons, girl, I don't get nothing from y'all as a housewife. Girl, y'all can really go. I go for Jenna Lyons, but as a housewife, she's horrible. I like Dolores, but as a housewife, Dolores gives me more of a friend of the show, if anything. She does not need an individual storyline at all. Jenna Lyons, girl, she can just go. Okay. But this is where I think we start to get into this game with Dolores. And it's a game of semantics, in my honest opinion. I don't give a damn what y'all put on y'all kids. As far as I'm concerned, y'all lie on y'all kids all the time. Not y'all, but y'all. Girl, your fingers could be crossed. Your toes could be crossed. Girl, you could be sitting here talking about, I put it on my kids. Girl, while your fingers crossed in your jacket. Girl, just lying. I put it on my kids. Okay, girl. So that putting stuff on your kids don't move me at all. I don't give a damn if it's Marge. I don't care if it's Teresa. I wouldn't care if it was Kenya, Dr. Wendy, Candace. I wouldn't care. Okay? Let me tell you something. Like Lauryn Hill said, a friend once said that I found to be true, that everyday people lie to God too. So what makes you think they wouldn't lie to you? Girl, y'all lie to God every day. Okay? Anyway, so I think right now it's a game of semantics with Dolores. I do believe that Marge did run it by her. Do I think it was a long, drawn out conversation about them having this, reunion review? No. But do I believe Marge mentioned it to Dolores? Absolutely. And even if Marge didn't mention it to Dolores, I believe Frank mentioned it to Dolores. At the end of the day, what I believe is Dolores knew there was a meeting, even though she did not attend. I also believe she knew what happened at the meeting. There's no way that Dolores and Frank is as close as they are, and Frank ain't told Dolores about that meeting. Even if we found out Marge was lying and Marge didn't tell her, it does not take away from what I think is the fact that Dolores still knew about the meeting. Dolores has already said on camera, and I had to think about this. Dolores was the one, didn't she say this season or was it last season? No, it had to be this season. Was it last season? After the reunion? Maybe this season. I can't remember, girl. Remember Dolores said that reunion meetups are not uncommon? They do it all the time. Did she say something I'm paraphrasing, but did she say something along those lines? This is nothing new. So if it happens all the time, or if it's nothing out of the ordinary, why would they not invite you to something like that? I get that her and Teresa are friends, but I don't think that they would not invite Dolores, especially for something that she knows that happens a lot of time. So I'm not buying it. I think Dolores knew. I think Dolores got too pissed off over something like that. Again, even if Marge didn't tell Dolores, it does not take away from what I feel would be her still knowing about the meeting. Girl, it don't matter who fucking told you. You knew that a meeting was happening. You knew. You knew. You knew they were getting together to discuss Louis in this whole private investigator situation. You knew. I think Dolores knew. I think Dolores lied. I think she lied. Either she lied in that moment, but regardless, I still think she lied, because even at the reunion, she still came back and said, "We just look at it two different ways." I don't think Dolores did not know. I think Dolores knew. I don't think Louis knew. I don't think Teresa knew. I don't think Jennifer Aiden knew, probably. or I don't think they were invited to it, but I definitely think that Dolores was invited, or at least they ran it by her. Like, girl, we having this meeting. And another thing I think we get into this game of semantics is it's kind of like saying, were you invited or did you know, right? Because I think Marge was like, I did tell you about it. Yeah, because I think Dolores was like, thank God you didn't tell me about the meeting. Dolores, no, I'm not buying that she hadn't heard about that meeting from Frank, Marge, Melissa, Joe. Hello. I'm just not buying it. I'm not. Dolores and Teresa had a little 1-2 because the comments that Louis made about Marge's son. I'm about to say something that's gonna piss y'all off. Y'all know I do not care for Louis. I think he's a weirdo. I think he is weird. I think that he is absolutely weird. I think he's weird. Okay. Um, unless y'all tell me that Marge's son is some toddler or a teenager, I don't care. If Marge's son is 25, 30, girl, it is what it is. Girl, tell him to go whoop Louis ass. That's how I look at it. However, I also knew what Dolores was trying to tell Teresa. Girl, it's not gonna go over good because you have this man on TV. We try and keep the children out of it. I guess that's the whole thing. That's what they say. We know the kids don't stay out of it. We know that they act like the kids and husbands are off limits, but the kids and husbands are not off limits. Okay. Dolores is just trying to tell her girl basically in public. The public's reaction to this girl, Louis, girl, he gonna go down fighting. Teresa, of course, got upset because we all make mistakes. He was angry. Yeah, it doesn't take away from the fact that, girl, a lot of people are going to be upset at what Louis said. Even Andy came out and said that I think that was one of the darkest comments that he had heard on the show. So if Andy's saying that, girl, and then people were dragging Louis in the comments, girl, Dolores was right. So Teresa, you can get mad all you want to, but it didn't take away from the fact that Dolores was right and people were dragging Louis for the comment that he made. Now, for me, I don't give a damn. Because I'm sure that Marge's son is a grown ass man. And again, if his son felt some type of way about about Louis' comments, they'll go whoop his ass or get on the internet and drag him. The only way I would be like, ooh, Louis, girl, is if you told me that, girl, Marge's son was like, a child. Other than that, girl, I don't care. Um, Jennifer Aiden. The last episode reminded me when she was wrapping Danielle up. It reminded me of the old Jennifer Aiden, the one with the smart mouth, girl, the one I fell in love with. And then, I stopped kind of going up for Jennifer. I didn't dislike Jennifer. I just didn't go up for Jennifer. What made me not go up for Jennifer was after she got Marge together and, she kind of ruled that reunion when they had I thought Jennifer came out on top at the reunion. It was the next season when Marge mentioned Bill's infidelity and let people know that he was an office slut. Okay. Jennifer just lost her footing and she could never stand up straight. And I just felt like she went on a spiral. And I never looked at I was like, girl, Jennifer, stand up. Girl, stand up. Girl, you gonna let Marge, do you like that girl? And Marge is my girl. I felt like when Marge and Jennifer, two of my girls were fighting. And girl, we gonna stay out of it. They're gonna figure it out. But I didn't want Jennifer just to go down not swinging. And Jennifer went down and girl did not even swing. I said, oh girl. And I was like, oh girl, you really not that girl like I thought you were that girl. And then I just thought even though Jennifer to me, I didn't like the way she treated her mother. Well, I hated that. When it came to, her mother, I remember, I think her mother was a child when she had to, I guess, when she was given away to Jennifer's father. And I think she has a lot of resentment about that. I just didn't like the way I remember episodes from seasons past where I just didn't like how Jennifer treated her mother. It's like she almost kind of like sided with the father. What y'all call them? What the Erica called patriarchy princesses? That's what Jennifer is. But she was still my girl. You know what I'm saying, girl? Just because I don't agree with a lot of stuff the girls move, you can still be my girl, okay? Because everybody don't agree with what I do, and I'm still y'all boy, or some y'all girl, whatever you want to say. Um, but I looked at Jennifer in disgust at this reunion. Jennifer Aiden is a white woman. I know she's not white, but Jennifer is a Karen. Jennifer Aiden, for her to come to this dinner, and we are, I don't know how many months away from them filming the season to the season airing, right? Now they're down to this steakhouse again. And Jennifer still feels as though Danielle owes her some type of apology. She did nothing wrong. Jennifer was the antagonist in that entire situation. I want to just make myself very clear. When people say that Danielle got in her face, no, she did not. If anything, Jennifer Aiden came over and got in the middle of Danielle and Teresa. Some of y'all are acting as if when that fight happened, the first fight, when Danielle popped her, y'all are acting as if Danielle was on one side of the table, Teresa was on the other side, and Jennifer was on this side, and Danielle walked over. That's not what happened, my dear. You had Teresa, you had Danielle. And who came and got right in the middle when they walked up into the scene? Jennifer. They were already in each other's faces. So this whole thing of, oh, Danielle got in her face, no, she did not. Technically, Jennifer got in hers. Girl. Hell, even if they weren't standing on the opposite sides of the table, it's not like Jennifer went and stood behind Teresa and was like, girl, I want to talk to you while Teresa was in the middle. Jennifer came and stood right in the middle. And she, as Teresa says, you're going to poke the bear, you're going to poke the bear. She kept poking the bear. And once Danielle caught on to what Jennifer was doing, she started cursing Jennifer ass out. And that's when Jennifer tried to pull the calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, sweetie, calm down, sweetie, calm down, sweetie. And at that point, Danielle was like, bitch, ain't no calming down. Girl, you trying to play with me. And then Jennifer put her hands on Danielle. And then Danielle, in return, put her hands on Jennifer. But the way that Jennifer is still walking around here as if she did not put hands on that lady first is absolutely mind-boggling. That is a rich white woman stunt to the fullest. I'm going to start shit with you, pick with you, and then I'm going to put my hands on you. And when you put your hands back on me, I'm going to tell people you hit me. Can you believe she hit me? Jennifer is still at this reunion acting as if she's in the right. Now, don't get it twisted. I got something for Miss Danielle too. Miss Jersey. Girl. Danielle from Jersey. Danielle, girl, you're going to have to get control of your emotions if you come back. Because the fact of the matter is, you cannot go around here just hitting people. Now, the first time you were defending yourself. Don't get this. I'm talking about the second time. Girl, if we're going to be put in these situations where the girls are supposed to be reading and shading, girl, and because you can't control your emotion, girl, you can't be a part of the group. However, I'm going to go back to Danielle in a little bit. This is the environment that Bravo has created. When y'all allow one person to put their hands on one person and there are no repercussions, consequences, then the second person, then the third person, then the fourth person, then the fifth. Y'all have now created this environment where when people come in, they think that if I lose control of my emotion, I can pop this hoe and I'll be okay. Instead of y'all setting it in stone that if you put your hands on somebody at work, your ass is fired on the spot. What y'all need to start doing is when the girls fight, usher them on out, and then y'all need to find a way to bring in a new girl right then and there. It will be easy. All y'all have to do is say, oh, girl, we're going on a trip. Guess what? I know that so and so is no longer a part of our friend group, but I have a new friend who is cool. She's gonna come on the group. She's gonna come on the trip with us. That's how y'all could really kind of like get the shit in order. Or have a dinner. Hey, I know so and so. She's no longer a part of the friend circle anymore. You ain't even gotta say a part of the show. Y'all know y'all still playing in 2024 like we don't know this is a goddamn show. That's another thing. At this point, we know this is a show, bravo. Y'all ain't gotta try to pull the stunt where we just don't know it's a camera. Girl, a man or a woman holding a big ass camera on their shoulder. So if somebody gets into a fight, you're gone. And then just tell one of the girls, hey, we're going to dinner tonight. I have a new friend I want to introduce to y'all. Boom, there go a new girl in. Girl. I feel like sometimes in some of these situations, reality TV, y'all do make it harder than what it needs to be. I know it's probably easier said than done in some situations, but I don't think it will be that hard to just bring in new girls. I honestly don't. Y'all say y'all interview these girls anyway, supposedly. So if one doesn't work out, just bring the other one that y'all had in mind. Now back to Danielle. Danielle, they start talking about Danielle putting her hands on Jennifer, right? Because now we at the last episode. Bitch, when Danielle said, I feel bad. I forgot how she said it, but Jen Fessel was like, I know you just feel horrible because I know this. Jen is basically trying to coach her. Because this is the thing. You cannot be on these shows and have no remorse for what you've done. Because that's one of the quickest ways to get off of the show. It's kind of like Portia, Phaedra, and Candy. The only reason why Phaedra really got fired the first time was because Phaedra had no remorse. If Phaedra would have got on the reunion and would have been remorseful and said she's sorry, I apologize, I shouldn't have said it, blah, 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 Phaedra would have came back the next season. Phaedra got fired because Phaedra didn't have any remorse. She just kind of sat there stoic, But Jennifer's trying to coach her into saying, girl, yeah, I hated that. But girl, Danielle was like, yeah, I hated it. I hated it that I didn't kill her. Girl, what? And so then I think Marge and some of the other girls chimed in and was like, no, like, but you wouldn't do that again, right? Right? Like they're trying to coach her. Danielle, you're going to have better control of your emotions because if you come back, this is the name of the game. The girls are going to read, the girls are going to shade, and just because somebody hits you below the belt does not mean that gives you the right to swing off on them. Now, the first time I wasn't mad at it because, girl, somebody put their hands on you. This time, girl, it was a little team too much. I get it. You're still mad at Jennifer for what she said, and she took a dig at your husband. Girl, you should have took a dig back at hers. Jennifer is probably one of the easiest reads on the show, contrary to popular belief. You could really get into Jennifer's ass. Really. Girl, as soon as she would have said something about as soon as she would have said something about your husband's titties, your husband man boobs, you should have said, well, girl, they're the same size as a bitch Bill was fucking in his office. That's how you bring that on back around. Hello? Since you want to talk about titties, let's talk about the titties that your husband had in his mouth that were not yours, ma'am. That's how you get Jennifer together. Okay? You're going to have to be quick on your feet. Girl, she say something about your husband, you say something about hers and that man and that woman that he cheated on her with. Hello? I bet you that'll shut Jennifer up. You have to learn the soft spots for these girls. Jennifer's soft spot is you crushing her reality. See, the reality that Jennifer has in her head is that I have the perfect family, I have the perfect life, I have the big house, I have the husband. See, and that's when Marge came in and crashed all that shit. And that's why Jennifer got to spiraling out of control. Because Marge had cracked her reality that she had created in her head. You can't have this perfect life, this perfect husband, when your husband is the office slut. Right? Jennifer let us in on some of her truth, right? She let us know that Bill will come into the house. Come home from work and go straight to the guest house. Girl, your husband don't even like you with them kids. That's why you can have me on the show because I'm going down for the blood. Okay? Girl, you can't say shit about my husband. Girl, your husband can't stand you or them goddamn kids. That's why every time he come home, he running his ass to the goddamn guest house. Not to be heard or seen for a few hours after he done clocked out. Bitch, you can't say shit to me about my man. Okay? My man ain't passing dick around Jersey. Yours is. Okay? Your man handing out boob jobs and dick. Nose jobs and dick. Hello? Anyways. But then yeah, you're gonna have to do something about you're gonna have to do this is my I put my contacts in. You got to do something. Not yeah, Danielle. You got to do something about that attitude, Miss Thing. I'm Team Danielle, but girl, that attitude, you are gonna have to get it together. The emotions, you gonna have to get that under control because this is not. This is the type of environment where the girls will push your buttons, and you have to try to keep it under control. Girl, you better start practicing your reads. Girl, I just gave you a few you could use. Okay, send me my 10%. Okay. Anyways, who else? Melissa. Girl, Melissa ain't shit going on with Melissa. Y'all think because I don't like Teresa, I go for Melissa. Melissa is not the draw. Joe is the draw. Girl. Joe is the reason why Melissa's on the show. A damn show ain't because of Melissa. Girl. Marge. um, Marge is the girl. Marge is that girl. She is. Marge is that girl of the girl of the girl of the girl of the girls. Marge is that girl. Is Marge messy? Absolutely. Is Marge girl the office gossip? Absolutely. But Marge is smarter than those girls. This was supposed to be a Marge takedown season and it all backfired. Yeah. Do I believe that Marge talked to that girl when she, you know, when Marge says, "Yeah, I saw her at some parties, but we didn't speak." Whatever she said, girl, Marge, you lying, girl. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What it comes down to is Jennifer, not Jennifer, Rachel, Louis, whomever it is who gets on reality TV show, your past, if you have one, is going to come out. Y'all want to start playing that. Y'all want to start playing this blame game of who said what, who did what. John Fuda's past was bound to come out. Period. Louis' past was bound to come out. Period. Marge ain't got nothing to do with those lawsuits. So they can try to bring Marge in it all day long. Like, even when they started having a conversation, like Jackie is dumb. Jackie is dumb. I'm so disappointed in Jackie because Jackie was one of my favorites too. I don't think I've ever just like cut off one of my faves this quickly. Usually when you my fave, I feel like I'm a good judge of character. Usually when you my fave, you my fave. This is like the first time where I was like, oh girl, I'm done with Jackie. Girl, you look dumb. Jennifer's just pathetic to me. But Marge is so upset and so mad at not Marge. Teresa is so upset and pissed off at Marge that she doesn't care about Jackie. And there's a good chance that if they don't come back to this show, her and Jackie won't be friends because their friendship was built off of basically how does the saying go? An enemy of mine. Wait, an enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. Something like that. Um, there was somebody in my comments saying that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because Jackie, I guess they say Jackie's worth $40 million and blah, blah, blah. But she still want to be on the show. That's the gag. That's really the gag. Because if Jackie's worth all this money or she had her net worth is $40 million and she's still pulling these stunts and shows to the point where she was willing to look like a dummy, that lets you know, girl, the money don't even matter. And that's and that's another thing too. I've said this before. When the girls have the coin, when the girls are as rich as y'all say that they are, that's why they should come into these shows. Bitch, I don't need y'all. Y'all need me. Bitch, I have the money. I may not have the fame, but girl, I run a lot. I run laps around your lifestyle if I wanted to. So I can't be bought. Girl, I'm my own girl. Who I like is who I like. Who I don't like is who I don't like. If I like everybody, I like everybody. If I don't like none of you hoes, I don't like none of you hoes. Girl. And guess what? If you fire me, I don't give a damn because my lifestyle will not change. That's how the girls with money should come onto the shows. But Jackie, she looks foolish and slow and dumb. Teresa and her just like, it's okay. I know she was upset at what about the whole Evan rumor. Girl, it is what it is. Who else? Let me look at the thing. Oh, Rachel is pregnant. Girl, okay, whatever. Jackie's a mess. It was more girls than that. Hold up. I feel like I'm missing out on somebody. Let me look. Who? Let me see something. I feel like I'm missing out on somebody. Because I thought it was like 8 housewives. Is it not 8? Two, two, four. Oh, it was 7. I had 8 housewives in my head for some reason. I don't know why. That's why I was over here tripping. Like, so I'm missing out on somebody. Um, but yeah, Dolores, Jackie, Melissa, Jennifer, Rachel. She's pregnant. Danielle, Jen Fessler. If I had to bring anybody back, honestly, I don't know if Teresa, y'all say Teresa is this girl, so just give Teresa her own spinoff show. That's it. And then let some of the other girls come back, and if the show flops, the show flops. At least Teresa will be she already been sailed off into the sunset, have her spinoff show, and y'all can rub it into the people's faces. See, Teresa was a hit. Y'all flop without Teresa. Girl, I just feel like they should give Teresa her own spinoff show. They can bring everybody back. I don't know about Jennifer Aiden and Jackie. I don't really think Jennifer Aiden is needed. I mean, but it would be cute to kind of see Jennifer and Danielle kind of do a little 1-2. Oh, and why? And when did Jennifer and Marge start beefing? Did y'all hear that? Like every time Marge was on the screen, Jennifer was saying something slick or taking a dig at Marge. I was like, when did they start? Girl. So Jennifer don't like Marge, basically. But I feel like they should bring. This is what I feel like the cast for next season should be. I think it should be Danielle, Rachel, Marge, Melissa. If they bring Dolores back, they can. I don't really see Dolores' purpose. I honestly don't. Cause like I just don't. I mean, if they brought her back, if I brought her, I would bring her back as a friend of, not a housewife. Sorry, girl. And then they can bring in probably 3 new housewives and call it a day. And then give Teresa her spinoff show. And then if the show, if the Real Housewives of New Jersey flops, it flops. I mean, girl, most people are expecting not to come back anyways. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Other than that, that was pretty much it. Girl, the girls don't really know if they're coming back or not. We don't know if they're coming back. I mean, I guess Andy and them probably know, or they're trying to figure it out. Jennifer is a mess. Hold up. Jennifer is a mess. Jackie is a mess. I like Rachel. Um, I like Danielle, but Danielle, you need to control your emotions. You know, I go up for Marge. Was she vindicated? Like I said, I guess I don't know because I don't really think it was like I think what, and I was thinking about this too. I think how the whole mess got started is because I think wasn't Marge trying to tell Teresa to kind of get ahead of, I guess, the stuff that was already out there about Louis, and they felt like she was the one who brought it onto the show, even though it was already on the internet. I think Marge mentioned it on the show. I could be mistaken. That was so many seasons ago. Wasn't that what? Isn't that what happened? And so I think that once Marge mentioned what was already out there in the blogs on the show and telling them they need to get ahead of it, I think they took that as though Marge was trying to come after Teresa and Louis. Is that what happened? I've really been thinking about that. I think that's what happened. I don't know. And then after that, it kind of just went downhill, and then it became Marge's fault about the video and all that shit. Girl, the truth of the matter is, girl, your man was in the woods jacking off with them white men. I don't know what they was doing. Girl, the video got out. Jackie sat there, and did y'all hear when Jackie sat there and said that she had the tape, but she's not the one who put the tape out, Jackie? Jackie, girl, a lot don't care who tell it. Girl, you're not gonna get me to believe that you had a copy of the tape or the video Somebody else had a copy of the video, but you're not the one who leaked it. Girl, shut up, Jackie. Jackie just be lying. Jackie, your credibility is shot to hell. You couldn't even tell the truth when you should have told the truth, and got caught in a lie. And that's it. And then Melissa, like I said, girl, Melissa need to come back because of Joe, and then the guys could still be together. Bill don't really fool with the guys no more, so it's pointless for Bill to come back. They could really make Brittany probably a friend of the show and have Frank on. They could bring Frank back. Hello? That'd be cute. Anyways, I'm gone. These contacts bothering me. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.